And good morning, everybody. Good afternoon or good evening if you guys are watching the replay. I feel so sore from working out, y'all. I've been doing these. I stopped doing my runs, and just doing my 10,000 steps per day. And I'm like, I'm so sore. I'm so sore. So I said, you know what? I need to stay consistent with going live because I actually do want to go live. I'm just too sore to like sit like in my office. So I said, you know what? Let me just do a setup in here. I'll be fine. Like, let's just set it up in here. And as long as I'm going live, I think that's all that matters. So here we are. We are going live. The topic today is someone said, why does my Credit Karma say that I'm at a 720, but when I go to the dealership, it's saying a 695? This, you guys, is why I tell y'all that y'all need to understand that Credit Karma is not y'all end all be all credit score. Okay, y'all have so many different credit scores out there. When y'all go get y'all a car, they're looking at your FICO. When y'all on Credit Karma, they're looking at your Vantage score. Okay, and we got multiple FICOs. Okay, and also multiple Vantage scores too. So I always tell y'all when y'all look at y'all Credit Karma, think about them as being 30 points off. If y'all automatically think in y'all head, my Credit Karma score is 30 points off, my credit score is actually 30 points less than this, then y'all won't be so alarmed when they say, oh, your credit score is only, 695 when you go to the dealership, when you see 720 on Credit Karma, because that still gave you a 5 point difference. Okay, because if you do my method, you be delusional. Like, okay, I'm 30 points off anyway. You would have thought your credit score in real life was a 690. You still got an extra 5 points. So when y'all looking on Credit Karma, or even if y'all looking like on the Experian app too, I would say there too, unless you're actually looking at your FICO. Because when they're pulling your FICO, they have different scoring models that they can actually be looking at, like when you go to the dealership. But I always tell y'all, when you look at Credit Karma, don't take them too serious. Just think, okay, my credit score is actually 30 points less than what they're showing me. So if it say 720 on Credit Karma, I'm already thinking of 690. All right. So y'all just have to understand that all together. If y'all understand that, y'all will be cool. Y'all would be cool because yeah, think about it. Sometimes when y'all look on Credit Karma, maybe your score really is higher than what's on Credit Karma. And you already thought 30 points less, you're winning. All right. If you actually 10 points less than on Credit Karma, you winning because you already thought, okay, I'm 20 points off. Okay. Why does my Credit Karma say 720? Okay, we went over that one. Is Credit Karma giving me a fake score? It's not that Credit Karma is giving you a fake score. Y'all have to understand that we have so many different scoring models out there. Y'all got the FICO, y'all got multiple FICOs, y'all have y'all Vantage scores. It's too many different scoring models out there. So it's different for everybody. Y'all can't just think that when y'all looking at your credit score on Credit Karma that's your final score. It is what it is. No, y'all. Okay, when y'all look on there, y'all gotta already think, okay, my credit score is actually 30 points less than what I'm seeing here. If y'all think like that, y'all gonna be good. Okay, it's not that y'all have a fake score, it's a Vantage score. Okay, I think they used to call it like the instead of the FICO, the FACO. Because like your fake credit score, but it's not that, y'all. It's not that. Y'all just have to look at it a certain way. Okay, it's a dealership lying about my credit score. The dealership is not lying about your credit score. When they actually pull your credit report, they gonna tell you what your credit score is. Period. You got a hard inquiry, and then too, yeah, think about they're sending when the dealership pull your credit, y'all. They actually pulling your credit, and they're actually pulling it for like Toyota. Like, especially you go to a dealership, they got multiple cars. They going to multiple banks trying to get you approved. So it's not that they give you a fake score. They giving you the score that they just got. That's it. When y'all looking on Credit Karma, that score is going to be different because that is your Vantage score. Okay. Y'all have y'all FICO, and that's most likely what they're going to be looking at. Okay. Can both scores actually be correct? So I'm guessing they're referring to like, can your Vantage score actually be correct when you're looking at your Vantage and your FICO? I don't care about credit scores, y'all. I really don't. When I look at my credit report, I'm like on Credit Karma, because that's why I like to just look, y'all. I'm not going to pay for my credit report. I'm just not. Unless you're trying to get something deleted, I don't think y'all should either. But when I'm looking at my credit report, my Credit Karma, I'm just thinking, oh, my credit score is 30 points less than this. Period. That's just what I'm thinking. I'm thinking my credit score is 30 points less than this. And if y'all have that in y'all head that, okay, my credit score is actually 30 points less than this, then y'all would be cool because y'all gonna already be what I call delusional, because I call it myself being delusional. Y'all already be delusional to think that, okay, when I go to a dealership, if Credit Karma say 720 and you look on when you go to the dealership and they say it's a 695, you already thought it was 690, so you went in anyway. Okay, so y'all just need to have that in y'all head altogether. Okay, Credit Karma is good for knowing what is on their quick, easy disputes. Exactly, Troy. I don't think quick, easy disputes because I'm always when I'm doing the dispute, I'm planning on suing. Okay, so I wouldn't do the disputing part. I used to do it like that before I know how to sue, before all of the different elements and stuff came in. But now I'm not thinking about, oh, I'm gonna do a dispute. Now it will tell me like what's on my credit report, what changes happened too. That's what I like for Credit Karma. I can see what changes. It's just a quick look. Okay, but if y'all really need to fix y'all credit, y'all should actually look at. I will like Identity IQ because I want to see all three of your credit reports. Somebody said they like my different setting. Y'all, I am in my room. I am in my room because I've been doing my 10,000 steps per day and I am sore. Okay, I am sore, but I said I was gonna go live with y'all every single day, and I got this new laptop stand because I did want to go live with y'all at night sometimes. Like if I'm just chilling in my room or whatever. So that's why I'm like, let me do this during the day because I almost didn't want to go live. But I woke up very sore this morning. I got my 10,000 steps out the way, like already. And even though I was sore, I went to the gym already. So my arms, my back, everything's sore. But I say, I'll lay down and go live. It's all right. And I could do my paperwork when I get done. Okay. So yes. And then the people asking about the free book. So this is the free book that you guys are going to get. Let me make sure that I am mirroring this so y'all can see me right over here. So yeah, this is the free book that you all are getting. This is my newest book. This is the debt payment book. It basically has different templates in here. So it's different templates and different trackers and planners inside of here. So like if you're trying to pay off debt, the ones that I've been liking the most and I already started using are like the 100,000 debt tracker payoff, also the 50,000. So if y'all have a mortgage, the 100,000 would be nice. $50,000 can be for student loans, depending on how many student loans y'all got, or maybe y'all want to do like the 25,000. Y'all want to do the 5,000, but this is the one that y'all get for free when y'all just buy like the books that y'all always seen that I had. So my 4-book bundle, this is the one that y'all see that I have pinned. That's the one with like the 70 dispute letters in it, and then I have the other one for bankruptcy. So y'all can get either one of them, and then y'all would get this one automatically for free, but it's going to be shipped separately because TikTok do not have copies of this one yet. I just got the copies in yesterday, or additional copies, should I say. So I'm gonna have to ship those separately. So you're gonna basically get 2 separate packages, but it's gonna automatically be calculated. Y'all don't have to worry about, if they're gonna know what the heck is going on. Okay, so it should be something that's gonna automatically be calculated for you all. Somebody say, what scoring model does Credit Karma use? Credit Karma is going to use your VantageScore. Okay, so that's going to be your Vantage. So yeah, the Credit Karma is going to use your VantageScore. And a lot of times, y'all, when y'all seeing y'all free score in different places, that's all your Vantage. And if y'all just do like I told y'all, and just anytime y'all see y'all credit scores, I don't care where it's at, even if it's my FICO or something like that, if I can be honest, I'm automatically thinking my credit score really 30 points less than this. I'm just automatically thinking that I'd rather stay delusional than really be mad when I get my credit pulled and my credit scores is, I'm thinking it's 720. And then when I go and apply for something, like in this case, it's saying 695. I would rather just think, okay, 30 points off. I don't care if it's even my FICO. Okay. And another reason I say this too, I remember when I applied for like 2 different credit cards, pulled the same bureau, and my credit scores was still way off. So like what is it? So I just don't play games like that. I'm already just thinking like it's 30 points off, period. That's just how I'm gonna think from now on. That way, I just don't be disappointed. I don't, because I don't want to be disappointed. I want it to be what it is. I don't want to cry about it. Um What credit bureau do car dealerships pull? They'll pull all three. A car dealership, they'll run up your credit. They'll run up your credit. They'll pull all three credit bureaus. They don't have any specific one that they trying to pull, y'all. They'll pull all three credit bureaus. Okay, they don't have like a specific one that they're trying to pull. All right. If you want to guarantee that they don't pull certain bureaus, all you gotta do is put a freeze on y'all credit. Y'all know when y'all go to the dealership, if y'all don't tell them outright, don't run on my credit, don't give me a lot of hard inquiries, they're going to continue to pull your credit until they find somebody that's going to approve you because they desperate to sell you a car. And then y'all probably desperate to get a car. Okay. Let's just be honest. So y'all might end up with 20 hard inquiries if y'all credit score is not the best. If y'all credit score good, they don't have to go to a billion companies to get you approved. But if your credit score is not the best, they're going to pull so many different they're going to basically run your credit with so many different companies to try to get you approved, which means all of these different companies going to pull different bureaus. But if you know your TransUnion credit score is the best, the other two you like, ooh, stay away from that. I still got my bankruptcy reporting on the other two. I don't want them pulling, Equifax and Experian. I got the bankruptcy off of TransUnion. My credit score is 750 on Credit Karma over there, but the other ones are still a little low. It's a 690 or something like that. Then if it was me, I would just put a freeze on Equifax and Experian. Go ahead and run up what y'all need to run up. Hopefully they'll be able to get you approved with just looking at that TransUnion credit report. Okay. And then if y'all have like a credit union that pulled just TransUnion, y'all can go and ask them to approve y'all too. That's another thing that y'all can do. Y'all can just automatically ask them, which bureau. Like if you got a bank, credit union, ask them what bureau they're going to pull and then just have them try to approve you for a loan. You ain't even got to go to the dealership not already having a loan. You can already have that stuff in order. Somebody said, why is my Experian score different from my TransUnion? Y'all have to understand that different things report on, different credit reports. Some of y'all that's out there doing disputes, maybe y'all got something deleted on TransUnion that y'all just haven't gotten deleted on, Experian. That's why y'all credit scores can be different. Sometimes if y'all do like some of those like kickoffs, some accounts, they just don't report to all three credit bureaus. Maybe they say they only get report to two. Maybe y'all start getting y'all rent reported and they only report to two bureaus. They don't report to the third bureau, Maybe y'all did the Experian boost and the Experian boost helped y'all so much that it increased your Experian credit report. But when y'all do Experian boost, that's not going to boost TransUnion. So that's the reason why it can be different. They just reporting different things. That's it. And the same thing too with all three credit bureaus, same thing. When it come down to Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, or even if y'all go to some of those third-party bureaus, it's certain things that they're reporting and they got their own little algorithm. Okay, they got their own little algorithm or whatever, depending on what scoring model they're doing. Like if it's going to be, because this is what it is too, y'all. Now I'm thinking about it. Y'all have just y'all information on y'all credit reports. If y'all pull y'all credit reports, they're gonna say, okay, these are the accounts. This is what the balance is on the accounts. These are the collections. These are, all of the accounts and stuff on your actual credit report. Then it's like, okay, now we want to figure out what scoring model we're going to use. Are you going to apply for a mortgage? Are you going to apply for a car? Are you going to apply for a credit card? Because what they're going to do is they're going to take what's on your credit report and use their scoring model. Certain scoring model favors certain things, for example, when you guys are trying to get a house, they tell y'all can't have no accounts in dispute, because if anytime you have an account in dispute, your credit scores are going to come back higher because accounts listed in dispute is not going to be included in their algorithm or whatever. They kind of exclude that. They think, oh, this in dispute, we can't count that right now. This may be gone, so when they pull in your credit reports and they figure out what your credit score is, they going off of what's on your credit report. That's why I would not get over when I learned that so many times we chasing our credit scores, but we should be chasing what's on our credit reports. That's why I tell y'all, have 4 credit cards, 2 installment accounts. I don't care. Just pay them on time. People like, well, should I get this card? Should I get that card? No, just get y'all 4 credit cards, get y'all 2 installment accounts, and make sure that y'all are paying it on time. All right. That's what I want you to do. Everything that's negative, it just has to go, because what's on your credit report is going to reflect on what your credit score is going to be whenever you guys are applying for credit cards. What if one bureau has a collection and the others don't? Most likely that credit bureau is probably going to be lower. depending on what else is reporting there. Okay, so if y'all have negative accounts on one bureau and y'all don't have the negative accounts reporting on the other, then most likely the bureau that have the negative accounts is going to have the lower credit score. That's why I tell y'all got to be honest when y'all apply for stuff. Okay, y'all got to be honest. Y'all got to look and see which one of y'all credit scores is the best. Not even just credit scores, which one of y'all credit reports are the best. Because whichever one of y'all credit scores is the best, y'all probably want to apply for credit cards that only pull that. So if Equifax is y'all best, y'all want to apply for credit cards that's only going to pull Equifax. If y'all trying to get a car, y'all want to find companies that can give you a car and that's going to only pull Equifax. All right. And if y'all don't know what it is, y'all can freeze TransUnion and Experian and say if you thought or you heard that, hey, this company like Truist is going to pull Equifax. Well, freeze Experian and TransUnion and apply for Truist, pre-qualify for it. If everything go all the way through, everything is smooth, they're going to approve you or deny you. That means that they probably did pull Equifax. Okay, and they're going to probably say, hey, unfortunately, if they do deny you, we cannot approve you. Okay, when you get your denial in, it's going to say they looked at Equifax. But if, for example, you was applying for Truist and they actually pull Equifax, but you thinking that they're going to pull TransUnion and you have Equifax and Experian frozen, they're going to say, unfortunately, we cannot approve you because you have a freeze on your Equifax credit report. Please unfreeze it and come back to us and apply. Okay, that's how y'all going to be able to know what companies what bureau these companies are going to pull from. Okay, but figure out which one is y'all best credit score. Figure out which one is y'all best, which one looked the best, and I say just go with that one. Put your best foot forward. That's what I would personally do. Can a new hard inquiry change what the lender sees? What does that mean? A new hard inquiry is just gonna be a new hard inquiry in your credit report. Hopefully, this company don't care about how many hard inquiries you have, but it's just gonna be a new hard inquiry in your credit report. And maybe your credit score is gonna go down a little bit, but I don't know. Like it's probably still gonna be like the same. And hey, Junior, good morning. Happy Monday to you. I hope you're doing great. How often do credit scores update? Credit scores update every single day, probably. Probably. I said probably because of this. Your credit score is only going to update when there's a change to your credit report. Okay, your credit score is just going to stay the same. When your credit card report, when they change the utilization, say whether or not you pay, that's going to be changed to your credit report. So it's going to most likely bring your credit score up or bring it down. Usually I don't see our credit score staying the same. Okay, unless it's literally the same balance, but then again, too, you still got another month of paying on time. Hopefully you've been paying on time. Whenever you get a hard inquiry, when your loans report, you get a new collection on your credit report. Maybe your accounts turn from regular accounts or 120 days, 180 days to a charge off. Whenever there's a change, that's when your credit score is going to change. That's like most likely when your credit score is going to change. Other than that, y'all credit score is going to be the same. Because I hate that too. I hate like go on Credit Karma. Like I go check my Credit Karma every single day. When I go on there and check, like, oh, ain't nothing changed. My credit score is still here. Interested developments in life. But holding. Well, you gotta tell me what the interested. Text me and tell me what the interested developments are. How do I know what score I'm looking at? And what's calculated? Okay, so listen, y'all. I'm telling y'all, when y'all look at y'all, I really just go off of Credit Karma and I go off the Experian app when it come down to me. Because if I'm not trying to do anything special or spectacular, like I'm trying to get this deleted, that deleted, I don't care about nothing else. I'm not going to pay for it. So I look on Credit Karma, I look on the Experian app. And then when I see whatever my credit score is in my mind, I'm going to think my credit score in real life is 30 points less than this. I'm going to think that credit score is inflated. It's not really that. Okay. That's what I go off of. All right. And for example, too, another one too, say if you do my method and you actually apply for a mortgage. But when you apply for a mortgage, maybe you look on, let's just say your credit score is really 620, and that's where you wanted to be a 620. So it says 620 on Credit Karma. But when you actually apply for the loan, maybe they say that your credit score is at 590, or that's the 30 points, 595, and you want your credit score to be at 620 because you need to have a certain credit score to get this loan. So you needed a 620 for what you want. You need a 620. You can't have no 590 at all. You can't have none of that stuff, right? Well, then you can automatically calculate how much of a difference it is, because you're probably gonna go back to that same company that pulled your credit for that mortgage, right? So say if your credit score was 23 points off, then you can say, okay, since my credit score say is 620 on Credit Karma and it's 23 points off, I'm going to keep that in mind and add 23 points to Credit Karma. 620, 23. I need to be at a 643 before I apply again. And I would still go like 645 because I'm just like that. Like give yourself an extra 2 points or something, just a little wiggle room. And because that's what you go into that same company. So if it was 23 points off before, it's going to be 23 points off probably again. Okay. So just get your Credit Karma up that additional 23 points so you can really be at that 620 when you apply again. Okay. So that's what I would suggest for you all. Okay. But I don't know. So many people be too much into this credit score stuff, and y'all not too much into what's actually on your credit reports. Y'all have to understand that. Like, y'all should be looking at what's really on your credit reports and making sure that that is fixed. Like that should be our main priority. Like making sure like what's actually on your credit reports itself is fixed. All right. Like what is there? Why did my credit score change after my credit card balance was updated? It's gonna always change for better or for worse. It's a marriage. Y'all married to these credit cards. It's gonna change for better or for worse, honestly. Whether you've been paying on time, you're not paying on time, whether your balance went up or your balance went down, your credit score is gonna change. It's just a new change on your credit report. You gotta understand that. That's why I tell y'all, if it's going to be a change, make it a good change. Be paying on time and bringing the balance down on y'all credit card. So at least you know your credit score is going up. Don't ever, I don't care if it's only like a $10 difference, a $20 difference on your credit cards. If it was me, I always want my balances to go down because I know if my balance is going up, it's going in the opposite direction. When my balance is going up on my credit card, my credit score is going down. I'm automatically knowing that. I'm understanding that. So with my balances, I always want, I don't care if I just go down $1 or something. I don't care. I want to be going in the direction of my balance going down so my credit score can go up. Because I already know if my balance is going up, my credit score is going down. So y'all gotta understand that every time they report y'all, it's gonna be a change. Period. What credit score should I watch if I'm planning to buy a car? If I was planning to buy a car or a house, y'all, still, I wouldn't be getting into all that. I need to know what my FICO is for this. I honestly wouldn't be getting into that. I would be looking at Credit Karma, looking at the Experian app, and I'll be like, okay, my credit score is really 30 points less than this. And whenever I apply for anything, y'all go to the source. So if y'all trying to go buy a car, y'all need to go find the car y'all want. Actually find the car you want and say, okay, I need to have this type of payment, based off of other people that's been getting these cars, what you think my credit score needs to be, and then actually have your credit score there. Work to get your credit score there. Say if you go to a dealership and they was like, well, we just really want you over 680, and you looking at your Credit Karma and your Credit Karma say a 680, you need to be delusional and think, okay, my credit score is really at a 650 because Credit Karma lying to me. My credit score is 30 points less than this. Get your credit score up to a 710. I would say get it up to a 710 so that when you go and apply for it, you got that wiggle room just in case your Credit Karma is lying to you. Now if your Credit Karma was not lying to you all the 30 points, you're still good. Oh my gosh, I'm glad they filtering your comment because what the don't be these sound passive guys. Don't be doing that, especially up in my room. Y'all in my room right now. Don't be doing that. No, don't be passing no gas here. My candles can't take it. You gonna blow out my candle I got behind me. I mean in front of me. Like don't be doing that. But that's what I would do. And if you're trying to apply for a house, I always say, okay, go to the lender. I always say go to the lender first. That's what I always did. And I always liked the mortgage brokers. Whenever I sent my clients to people, I always sent them to a mortgage broker. I didn't say, oh, just go to your bank. No, go to a mortgage broker because your bank is probably with that mortgage broker, depending on who your bank is, like who you're banking with. Let them tell you where they need you to be at. You got to think about it too. Mortgage brokers, they're trying to get paid. They're not going to get paid a lot of times until you get that house. So they're going to do everything that they can to give you that house. That's why I like the car dealerships too. Go talk to them straight up and see where you want me at. All right, how you feel about this? How you feel about that? All right, I need to take care of it. Y'all can know that before y'all get y'all credit pulled. Y'all don't have to get a hard inquiry for nothing. But if y'all trying to get a car, actually talk to the people at the car dealership and ask them what credit score they want you at. You trying to get a house? Ask the people at the mortgage brokers, like, hey, where you want me at? Like, what credit score you want me at? Okay, well, what are you trying to do? You trying to do a VA loan? You trying to do FHA? You trying to get a conventional loan? What you trying to do? You want to do USDA? Because all of those are going to have requirements for different credit scores, different things that can be on your credit reports. But talk to them first, and then think Credit Karma is 30 points less than this. If they say they want you at a 620, you need to think in your head, hey, my Credit Karma need to be at a 650. Okay, because you may mess around, you apply for it and you got your Credit Karma to 620. You got your Credit Karma to 650, trying to hit your 620 mark, and then when they pull your credit, you had actually a 633. That's better than not making it, trust me. I remember when I first started helping people, with me being a realtor, whatnot. I remember I first started helping people get a house, and I thought, okay, you just need a 620, and I wanted Credit Karma to just say 620. I said, okay, go ahead and apply. No, we needed that wiggle room. I would rather have that wiggle room. Okay, it'll help a lot. Some people, they just want to do the bare minimum. People don't want to go all the way, paying out all their credit cards, focus on just getting everything deleted. Some people don't want to do that. They want to do the bare minimum just to get in the door. Okay, and they want to do it fast. But I would suggest, again, that 30 point. If y'all do that, if y'all think, okay, Credit Karma lying to me, is 30 points off, then y'all will be good. Good morning to you, Eddie. Good morning. Can I ask a lender which scoring model and bureau they use before applying? Yes, you can always ask them that. Some of them act like that they don't know, but I was recently opening up some bank accounts for my kids at a credit union. We was like a back to school event. They had a thing where if you open up a savings account for your kid, they're gonna put $30 in it. So I was like, shoot, my kids can always have another savings account. It's not gonna hurt anything. But while I'm there, I never thought about getting anything from them. Remember, I told y'all too, y'all can think y'all can't go with certain companies. It's always new banks and credit unions y'all don't even know about. Y'all need to just walk outside and walk around and stop looking at these companies all up on the internet. Y'all can build a whole new relationship. I was like, hey, what bureau y'all pull? We pull Experian. Oh, I like y'all. Y'all know who y'all pull right away. Stop playing games with me. I like that. Okay, what kind of credit score y'all need for this, and that? How do y'all feel about this, and that? Because think about it. Me being in Florida, for my Florida clients, I can say, oh, go to this bank. They do this, and that. Because they like, I can't get approved, or, I put this company on my bankruptcy. I can't get this, and that now. Now I know, okay, listen, this is another one I can talk about. And they got some credit cards there. And if you get a mortgage too, go over there. You never messed up with them. It's always a new company. Okay. But y'all can always be upfront and ask them. I don't know. I always believe in that ask, you shall receive. Like, y'all ain't gonna know unless y'all ask. That's how I know so much. I be in people business. And when I'm talking to the banks, I'm talking to these credit unions. Shoot, even talking to these collection companies, like, what's this? What's that? How y'all do this? How y'all do that? That's how you're gonna know if y'all gonna ask. Does having a 700 score on Credit Karma guarantee I'll qualify for a 700 score interest rate? Y'all have to think about, if you had a 700 credit score on Credit Karma, in my head, I'm thinking you got a 670 in real life. Okay, I'm thinking whenever you apply for something, you had a 670. So no, I would not think that. And I don't think anything is like guaranteed. Like that guarantee where it's just something that guarantee ain't nothing guaranteed. It wasn't a guarantee that I was gonna go live today, because I told you I was working out and I didn't really want to go live. I'm in the bed going live right now with y'all because I'm just that sore. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna at least go live in the bed. It wasn't a guarantee. I told you I'm going live every single day. Okay, well now I'm in the bed right now going live because my legs are sore, my arms are sore. and I just want to get this stuff done. It's not again, nothing is guaranteed in life. All right. Y'all can have something mysteriously happen to y'all credit right before y'all apply for it. I've seen that happen plenty of times. A collection come out of nowhere, you know. Shoot. A, a late payment come out of nowhere because y'all don't have y'all stuff on auto pay. And y'all didn't even realize that credit card it wasn't getting paid. I'm seeing this happen all the time, but nothing is a guarantee. Okay. What should I focus on if I can't control which scoring model a lender uses? Focus on knowing what credit score you should be at. Okay, that's it. I just be like, okay, what credit score you want me at? All right, you want me at a 720? You said 720? Okay, well, I need my credit karma to say 750. Okay. That's what I'm thinking. My credit karma 30 points off. So all I can focus on is what my credit karma say. And I want my credit karma to say 30 points higher than where they want me at. And then also the things that's on my credit. I can focus on removing collections, removing charge-offs. I can focus on paying down my credit cards. I can focus on having 4 credit cards, 2 installment accounts. That's what I would be focusing on. That's it. I won't be focusing on, oh, well, what's this or what's that. I just don't get into that no more. I swear I don't. I really don't. That's why my main focus when it come down to y'all is that if I can just get y'all credit scores into the 700s, I don't care about nothing else. Y'all go figure it out. Y'all want to go get a car, go get a car. Y'all want to go get a loan, go get a loan. I don't care about none of that stuff. Okay. And then when it come down to getting y'all credit scores up, I don't care about how you got this collection. That ain't none of my business, honestly. Only time that's gonna become my business where I would really care about it is if you like, oh, they refuse to remove it and we have to sue them. Other than that, y'all, I don't care. You know, oh, I had got this charge off. I was going through something on, and this was that, and I just don't think that I see errors on it. I don't care. It needs to be deleted from your credit reports. Period. You know, if there's errors on it, it needs to get deleted. They don't care about y'all credit that much anyway. They don't care. So why are we out here caring about certain things? Like when they got it's a charge off, that person on the phone care nothing about you. They like when you finna pay. They don't care about what happened to you. These companies don't even want to work anything out with you. So like why are we caring? So I don't be caring about any of that stuff. If I'm buying a car in the next 30 days, what should I check on my credit reports before I let the dealership pull it? This is what I would check. I would make sure if you get in the car in the next 30 days, I would make sure still I had those 4 credit cards. If you already got like 2 or 3 credit cards, I would not push a 4th credit card just thinking I was going to get my credit score up. No. But if you don't have any credit cards, or maybe you got just one, I would push the issue and get more credit cards. I really would. Okay. And then I would have 2 installment accounts. Make sure I have 2 installment accounts reporting. I would try to get my utilization down 10% or less. 5% would be even better for me. That's what I would personally do. So 10% or less. Okay. I'll make sure I have 5 inquiries or less. I will push the issue on the inquiries. Even if I'm at 5, I will try to get it down to only inquiries for accounts that I have. All right. And then I'll just make sure if I have any late payments, remove that, and everything negative, I'll be doing disputes to get that deleted. But one thing that a lot of y'all need to do too, because a lot of y'all want to get a car and y'all want to get a car note, and y'all really need to get that out y'all head because y'all get so desperate. Because I was here too, y'all. I had to get my car refinanced because I was that desperate that I had a horrible interest rate. But some of y'all get so desperate to get a car note that y'all get horrible interest rates. If y'all do everything that y'all can do, y'all send out y'all disputes and y'all accounts come back verified, or maybe only one collection got deleted and you need to actually be setting up to sue, and your credit score is not where it need to be, and they trying to give you 20 something percent on the car, 18%, 19%, y'all need to understand that y'all may should wait. Like y'all might should just wait. Don't go and get a car just because you want to have a car. Like I wouldn't do it. I would just wait. Like that's what I suggest. Okay. So if y'all do everything y'all need to do and y'all credit scores is not where y'all really want it to be, don't just be rushing into a bad situation, because now you're gonna be stuck in that bad situation. And a lot of y'all going out here and getting cars that's not the best anyway, that y'all gonna have to fix. Okay, because y'all rushing into getting a car. Okay. Don't rush into getting a car. That's number one. All right. And then understand what credit score you're gonna need. All right, so that you can have the best interest rate. Understand that first and target that. And if it takes 6 months to get your credit score where you need to be to get the car, take the 6 months. Hey Jay, good morning. But if it take that long, it take that long. It is what it is. Same thing with people going to get a mortgage. Y'all been had this mortgage for 30 years. Y'all rushing to get y'all credit score just to 620 or 580 because that's all y'all heard y'all needed. Get your credit score as high as you can. So when you get locked into a mortgage, you get a great interest rate. And a lot of people like, well, I can just get into it and I'll just refinance. I've been there, done that too. My car note went from five something to a three something. But what if I would have already started with three something? I'm paying extra two something for nothing. I'm upside down on my car for nothing, technically. Hey, little red. So y'all need to understand that. So if y'all trying to buy a car in the next 30 days, y'all need to see if y'all credit score can vouch for getting a car in the next 30 days. I told you I was there. I was same place with y'all. I want to get a car so bad. I'm like, I want to get a car so bad. But I told y'all I just couldn't get a car no more. I went to the auction, y'all. I learned all about looking up VINs, doing Carfax. I was doing all this stuff, y'all. I got a very nice car, paid cash for it, and a lovely, lovely price on it too. A lovely, lovely price on it. I don't care about that. I feel like if y'all are not maxing out y'all IRA, if y'all not maxing out y'all 401k, and I'm talking about with 401ks, I'm not talking about just doing a match. If y'all not maxing this stuff out, if y'all not maxing out y'all kids' accounts, if y'all not maxing out your HSA, y'all shouldn't be thinking about a car note. We're gonna be honest. Y'all should just be waiting. And if y'all do get a car note, get the best that y'all can get. Get the best in terms of the best interest rate that you can get. Don't just be paying too much because you got to think about it. Even when me get that car where my car payment five something and then I refinanced the three something. Okay, I already been paying on the car for 2 years. So what's that? 2 times 12, 24, right? Times 2, 48. That's $4,800. For what? For what? And we ain't gonna talk about the extra interest that's still on the loan that we ain't see that part of it too. Like your car, your balance is going up still, man. Your balance is going up. Yes, that's what the that's what the process I'm going through right now. What you going through right now? What happened? So what's the process for applying for a car loan if your credit score is a 7? So if it was me, what I would do, I will first try to see if I can get a car loan for my bank or credit union. That way I go to the dealership, they're not running my credit up. And then I'll be able to know what my interest rate is going to be. And hopefully I can go and take me a check over to the dealership and get what I want. But before you do all of that, honestly, go find a car that you want. I like to work backwards in the sense of this is what I want. What do I got to do to get it? I like to do that. Go and actually find a car that you want and find a few of them too. Because I did that when I even bought my car at the auction. I was like, okay, these are the cars. Let me do all the facts on them. So when I get to the auction, I already know what all of this stuff is about. When the cars come through, I know the most I pay for it, and that's it. And I was like right at the edge of the most I'll pay for my car. But go and find a car that you want and then go to your bank. Try to see if they can approve you. Okay, if your bank can't approve you don't like the rate, then you can go to the dealership. Find out. This is what I would do. I will find out which one of my credit scores is the best. I will freeze the other two. Then go to the dealership and go run my credit up if y'all need to, because this is my best one anyway. Okay, and then see what they can come up with. If I get too many inquiries at the dealership, I'll be calling the credit bureaus and letting them know I shouldn't have got all these inquiries. Okay, because a lot of time, and then I'll make it clear too. I'll make sure I verbally tell the person you're trying to get a car with, please don't give me too many hard inquiries. Okay, and they're not gonna listen to you. They still gonna run up your credit because they want to get that sale. That way, when you do call the credit bureau, you're not lying. They was not supposed to run on my credit like this. But work backwards. Find a car first. Figure out what you need to do to get this car at a great rate. Okay. Once you find out how to get the car at the great rate where your credit score need to be at, then make sure you're there. If you're not there, get there. Okay. And see if you can get a loan at your bank, get the loan at your bank before you go to the dealership and then run up your credit. And for some of y'all that ain't maxing out y'all investment accounts or not maxing out y'all kids' accounts, y'all need to go find a cash car. Y'all need to find an auction in y'all area. That's what I would suggest. Okay. Nothing bad. Just getting the credit score I want for my home. Shooting to get a 10-year mortgage is good now for 30 years, but I don't want a 30-year mortgage. Oh, okay, good. Yes, shoot for the credit score first. Don't just be rushing. I call it rushing to destruction. I tell myself that too. Like, I don't want to rush anymore in life. Like, I don't want to rush. I just want to have all these things lined up perfectly. and just don't rush into it. And y'all probably seen plenty of people that rush into getting certain things. I don't rush into getting certain things. I'm just not there anymore in my life to rush. So I just don't want to promote that for y'all to rush. That's it. Just have all y'all stuff in order. Understand what y'all credit score is gonna look like and just go from there. Okay. Don't rush at all. Don't rush at all. And then too, Jade, if you still like I like the 10-year, I like the idea with the 10-year mortgage. Let me they trying to they ain't like your thing. Not at all. It's not like I'm homeless. No. I can be patient. I can be patient. I know that's right. I like the 10-year mortgage thing, but look into like Dave Ramsey, look into like debt freedom, look into like the fire movement. Because even if you do get a 30-year mortgage, just look, I would personally look at the interest rate. Because if you get a 10-year mortgage, you're just paying a higher amount. You can always trick yourself into, hey, I'm paying whatever my mortgage is, I'm paying that every 2 weeks. So say for example, like for me, mortgage, if it's $2,000, I'm paying $2,000 every 2 weeks because I'm going to pay it off even faster. You can turn it into whatever number you need to turn it into, if you get what I'm saying. You know, if you guys get like tax refunds and y'all actually own the house, when you get the tax refund, throwing that right on the principal for the next 10 years, I'm going to pay this house off fast. Whatever your payment is too, whatever your payment is too, you can also divide that up into four. You can divide it up into two. You can pay it that way because you got to think about it. Sometimes we got that extra week in a year, and if you just have it set up that, say if your mortgage payment is $2,000 per month, a lot of y'all like what, but if it's $2,000 per month for your mortgage payment, every 2 weeks you automatically just pay $1,000. Just make sure you get ahead first, pay an extra $2,000, but then from there put it on auto pay. So every 2 weeks you're paying $1,000, and when you're doing it this way, you're still going to have that extra payment throughout the year, maybe an extra two payments. So you can do little things like this to get it paid off. And I told y'all how I was able to pay off my car very, very fast was just this. I rushed to pay it off. When I got extra money, I'm like, okay, let me put this extra $3,000 on this car so I can pay it off. I didn't want to have a car loan like at all. All right. Even my last vehicle, I did the same thing. I had one of these, and let me show y'all in this debt book. That's why I love this debt book, because I had something similar to something in here, because this is what I'm doing now for like my student loans. Y'all see this like racetrack kind of thing? Oh, y'all are, oh, there you go. Oh, it kind of working kind of good. Y'all see this racetrack right here? This page over here? Let me show y'all up here. I did something like this with my car, and I just, every little slot on the racetrack was $250. And I just was like, okay, I got an extra $1,000 put on my car. I just colored that in. It got to the point where they was like, oh, you paid your, you don't have a payment for the next 2 years. Like, yes, I do. I'm going to pay this off. Y'all think I'm going to just sit on here and not pay this card? That's what y'all want me to do. So I just kept paying to the point where they like, you don't have a payment for, the next 3 years. And it's like, okay, good. We almost done paying this thing off. But that's what I did to pay off my car. But that's what I suggest for some of y'all. Even if y'all have y'all mortgage, I got $100,000 tracker in here. That would be good for y'all mortgage. Okay. So I got $100,000 tracker in here. Okay. So y'all can be like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I pay this house off faster. And $100,000 may not get it for y'all, but y'all got 4 trackers at $100,000. So y'all can just do this. If you have $400,000 house, y'all can do this 4 times. And even if y'all was to make y'all mortgage payment, y'all can just color this in. If y'all had $200,000, y'all can color it in and be like, okay, that's how I'm gonna pay it off. Y'all can get a side job, side business, side hustle, and take all of the money from y'all side job and pay y'all mortgage off faster. Or y'all in it. Some of y'all want to get a car, y'all can do the same thing. All right, but Yeah, I think that's everything that we need to talk about. But just understand y'all credit karma is probably 30 points less than what y'all really see. And so y'all just need to understand that. If y'all see on credit karma, it say one score, just know credit karma is lying to you, probably. Okay. And then hopefully they're not lying. If credit karma say you at a 720, hopefully you at a 720. But if you be delusional on your head and you're really at a 690 and you go and apply for something, they say you're at a 695, you already done tricked yourself into is 30 points less. So you don't feel no type of way. You already prepared for it. That's basically what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Just be prepared for it. It's as simple as that. And if y'all be prepared for it, y'all will be good. Like y'all will really be good. But I hope that y'all enjoyed this while I'm in the bed struggling, trying to make sure I still go live. But yeah, hopefully I won't be so sore. I want to take my creatine and, I'm going to eat me some sardines and just chill. Like, that's what I'm going to do. Eat some sardines, and some sardines, another protein shake, maybe have me some ibuprofen and just chill out for the rest of the day. All right. And I got a lot of paperwork to do. So I can just sit here and do my paperwork, listen to me some jazz in the background, and just chill in my room. All right. But I will see y'all later on. I will see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow topic is definitely going to be different. I've been eating sardines every day in olive oil. Okay, you probably looking snatched. Those sardines don't play, do they? Those sardines don't play. But I just don't like that my 4-year-old like my sardines now. Like Jacoby want to eat my sardines. I had put some hot sauce on it and I put some onions on it. And I'm just eating it out the can. And I showed him the little bone in there. He didn't care. So he like, you want me to get the other ones out for you? Because I'm acting like it's so disgusted. You want me to get them? I want some of that. I'm like, boy, I thought I was gonna scare you off. I don't want to share with you. So I got me like a little a food stand in here. Let me show you. I'll show you. It's supposed to be my little wine cart, but let me show you. I got this stuff on my bed for me setting it up. Let me show you. You see, I got them hidden over there, Jade. I got them like hidden over there. It's a shame you got to hide sardines in your room. Like, what the heck is going on around here? So I got them over there on my little bar cart thing. My little snacks, so all of my little healthy snacks. Because why are you eating my stuff? Like, why do you like this? You're not supposed to like these, okay? Onions, cottage cheese, and tomatoes and lemon juice. I don't know how you like the cottage cheese stuff. I just can't do the cottage cheese. And I had this brilliant idea to freeze our sour cream. It came out looking like sour cream. I mean, cottage cheese after I thought it out. I didn't realize you couldn't freeze sour cream. I don't know. Maybe I need to get over it and try to like it, but I'm gonna have to see that. But I will talk to you later. I will talk to you later because I'm all showing my robe. Do it. Look at this. Look at my little cut. Look at my little sardines. I'm hiding. I got them on hide. I got to hide sardines. That's a shame. But I will see y'all later on. All right. Let me close this out. Y'all have a great day. All right, y'all. I got a little too excited. My cousins in here talking about all these little health things, but I turned off my TikTok. When I got my TikTok on, I can't talk about a lot of stuff. Y'all should be able to get my books down below. I am gonna keep some of these in stock in my store for down below. So if y'all do still buy like the 4-book bundles that I have, mainly this one, because I don't think I have too many copies of like the bankruptcy. I think I only got like one copy of that, other than the one I got in my hand. But when y'all buy this one, the 4-book bundle with the 70 dispute letters, you guys are still gonna be able to get this one for free because I still have a lot of copies of this here because I haven't sent them off to TikTok yet. But I will be sending them off to TikTok pretty soon. I was going to give it a little time. Maybe next month sometime I'll send it off to TikTok. For now, I'll mail them all out on my end. But hopefully this helped with y'all credit scores. Hopefully I feel better tomorrow too. But I will definitely see you all later on. Bye-bye, everybody.